For your corporal badge, the focus is going to be on traditional literature. Traditional literature are those stories that originally came to us through oral storytelling. Back before we had printed books to read, people told stories. And these stories or tales have come to us for entertainment, but they also provided a record of history and customs. One example of traditional literature are nursery rhymes, which are just short rhymes intended for children that often tell a story. Here we have a classic, Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now, writers today often base stories on traditional literature. We get some wonderful retellings of tales, or we get original new stories. This is a favorite. Dan Santat wrote After the Fall based on Humpty Dumpty. You can find this in the corporal section of our independent reading web list mix. Now, another type of traditional literature that we enjoy today are fables. Fables were intended to teach lessons. Here are some of the characteristics to review. You can watch the video of The Grasshopper and the Ants to have a good example of a fable to review. Fairy tales are also great examples of traditional literature. There are so many fairy tales that have been retold and have been told from different cultural perspectives. This example is Adelita, which is the Cinderella from Mexico. For your corporal badge, be sure to choose one of the Cinderella versions from the class collection to analyze, and you'll record your thinking in your reader's notebook. Folktales are fun, and there are different types of folktales that we'll take a look at in the classroom. There'll be a different badge for different types of folktales. The one that I have on the web mix for you to review is an animated Lego version of the celebrated jumping frog of Calaveras County. For your corporal badge, be sure to choose one of the tall tales from the class collection to analyze. That way you can record your thinking in your reader's notebook. Finally, we're going to spend a little bit of time looking at mythology as well, particularly Greek mythology. This is the tale of King Midas and his golden touch. For your corporal badge, be sure to choose one of the Greek play myth scripts that you get from me to analyze, and you'll record your thinking in your reader's notebook.